With Christmas right around the corner, I figured, why not review a Die Hard game? Alright, so Die Hard is not the first thing you think of when you think of Christmas games. But fuck it, I'm counting it because I like the game and it's set on Christmas Eve. So anyway, let's get into it. Die Hard for the Commodore 64. From the very beginning, the game does a fantastic job replicating the look of the movie. John McClane looks a lot like his film counterpart. As for the terrorists, they do look a little bit generic. But still, they do resemble the bad guys in the movie well enough. In addition, the game has some well-rendered cutscenes. For example, when you go into the vents, there's some nice stills from the movie. The same goes for when McClane does certain actions. For example, when he lights a cigarette or he searches a dead body. Given that this is a C64 game, the graphics are really impressive. Moving on to the controls, I have to say that they take a little while to get used to. The basics, though, are easy enough. You are on a 2D plane and you move McClane up, down, left, and right using the directional buttons. Control allows you to punch or shoot. Down in Control allows you to low kick, while up in Control allows you to block. But there are still even more commands. Return allows you to holster and unholster your selected weapon, as well as use certain items. S allows you to search dead bodies when you're near them. F finds nearby items. D drops items. And you go left and right through your inventory with the comma and period buttons. It's a bit overwhelming at first, but you can get used to it after a while. Next comes the gameplay, and it is very faithful to the movie. You start out barefoot in the bathroom with your service pistol. From there, like the movie, you have to go through the Nakatomi building, stop the terrorists, and save the hostages. The whole game is set up like a maze, and you have to figure out where to go and what to do. You walk into certain rooms, find terrorists, kill them, and search their bodies for particular items. White arrows indicate rooms within rooms that you can go into. And to leave a room, you just walk to the open edge. In addition to killing the bad guys, you also have to perform certain tasks. For example, inputting a security code to open a door. One of the best aspects of this game is how closely it sticks to the film. Certain events in the game follow the movie to a T. Like when you throw Marco's body out the window to warn Al. Also, you can drop a bomb down an elevator shaft, just like the movie. At one point, McClane has to walk over broken glass and get his feet cut. You have to fight Carl and rescue the hostages on the roof. And you finally fight Hans and save Holly. If only every movie to video game adaptation were this faithful, then people wouldn't bitch about them so much. To perform certain tasks in the game, you have to collect a specific item or items. One example is that you need a lighter to go into the vents. Otherwise, the game won't let you enter them. Another example is the elevator bomb. You need to collect items like a cord, explosives, and a detonator to make it. All these collected items end up in the inventory system, and it's a bit of a hassle to use. Mainly because you can only collect so many items before you run out of space. However, you can drop unneeded items. Weapons, though, are a real pain in the ass because you can't load ammo from one gun to another, even if they're the same model of weapon. Like say you have two pistols. You can't take bullets from one and put it into another. So if you only have a bullet or two left, you either have to drop the weapon, shoot it empty, or switch to another gun. Or shoot it empty and reload with another magazine. It would have made a lot more sense to load bullets into another gun's magazine. However, you can use nearly empty guns against unarmed bad guys. And they're actually fucking smart enough to run away from you when you shoot them. Which I admit is a nice touch. One other annoying aspect of the game is that it's very easy to die in certain parts. And you only get one life, so if you fuck up, it's all the way back to the beginning. The area with the fan is one of these parts. Time it wrong and McClane gets diced. Although I do have to admit it was pretty fucking funny the first time he got killed. Jesus Christ, the whole fucking fan turns red. But anyway, if you shoot the fan with your gun, you can get past it. The floor full of broken glass is another tough part. Unlike the NES game, you keep losing health as you go across it. And even when you're away from it, you keep on bleeding to death. Every so often, the game cuts to a pic of McClane's bleeding feet. In fact, it does it several times. It's like, yes, I got it already. Thank you. Worse yet, you have to get to a bathroom with a medical kit, otherwise McClane will bleed to death and you'll lose the game. Alright, maybe you could bleed to death through your feet, But wouldn't that take a while? But here it's like, boom, 10 seconds, you're dead. What, is like McClane a fucking hemophiliac or something? The way he drops, it's like they fucking chopped his feet off. Funny enough, though, it doesn't affect his foot speed. He's not even limping. And when McClane dies from his foot injuries, he magically turns into another person. Yippee-ki, what the fuck? Oh, whatever. Anyway, once McClane gets to the first aid kit, he can bandage his feet and you won't lose any more health. Well, gee, thanks for small favors. Oh, and you can also lose a tiny bit of health by smoking. Nice to know this game's so keen on reality. Time-wise, the game gives you 20 minutes to beat it, which might sound like a lot, but it's very easy to get lost. Thankfully, though, there are maps on the walls that you can check. Even towards the end, the game remains very true to the film. After you beat Carl, you have to go to the roof. A cutscene shows McClane getting the hostages out of there. Then you have to escape the FBI chopper and jump off the roof before it explodes. A few more cutscenes show the roof exploding and McClane crashing through the window. After you land, you have to avoid flaming debris and go save Holly. There's a brief cutscene showing Hans holding Holly hostage. And then you blow him away. After that comes the ending, and it's pretty close to the movie. It might be missing a few parts here and there, but it's still close enough. Whether you win or lose, the game tallies up how many terrorists you've killed. Why it does this, I don't know. But there you go. The music in the game is okay. But really, it's nothing too special. Here, listen. It's decent, but I like the music in the NES version better. Overall, I think this is one of the best movie-to-video game adaptations ever. Not to sound like a broken record, but it is just amazing how faithful this game is to the movie. I may score the NES version a tiny bit higher than this one, but this game is still quite good in its own right. So in conclusion, I definitely suggest giving this game a shot. There are certainly worse Christmas games you could play during the holiday season. Home Alone for the NES. This is Film and Stuff signing off. Thanks for watching. Yippee-ki, what the fuck?